Oh, looked like a good takeoff.
Oh, yes.
That's a good jump.
Very nice. Right down at the Cape point of the hill. Jasper's distance, 118.5 meters, 118.5, 389 feet.
Definitely put that takeoff together much better than some of his previous jumps here. Good job, Kasper Tomasiak. All right, that will bring up the second in Team Poland. Put your hands together, Poland, for bib number 10, Andreas Stekala.
Springer come, watch him.
Oh, I think this is a good jump.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Such a good flight.
Nicely done. Distance for Andreas, 118 meters, 118, 387 feet.
Wow, the wind must be really cooperating up there. They are getting these guys off rapid fire here. We are at bib number 11 from Slovenia, Urban Simitic.
Again, coming out of gate 15. Springer come. Urban's distance, 116 meters, 116, 381 feet.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for the U.S.'s number 12, Decker Dean.
Springer come. Decker's distance, 111.5 meters, 111.5 is 366 feet.
So right now at the top of the leaderboard is Kasper Tomasiak from Poland. All right, sitting at the top, ready to go, bib number 13 from Switzerland. Keep an eye on this one. Ended up in the top 5 after the first round in the first competition. Rimo Imo.
Springer come. Distance for Remo, 116 meters, 116, 381 feet.
All right, also our next skier, also coming from Switzerland. Bib number 14, Sandro Hausberg.
Springer come. Nicely done. Distance for Sandro is 116.5 meters, 116.5, 383 feet.
All right, our next skier on top, ready to go, bib number 15 from Austria, Stefan Imbacher. Here he is. I know Stefan, and he uncorked one earlier yesterday, but had a little struggle on it after that last jump.
Distance for Stefan, 116 meters, 381 feet.
Still moves him to the top of the leaderboard for right now. Our next skier, warming up everybody from the United States, bib number 16, Andrew.
much, Andrew.
Let's see if he can get it from the start, because once he does, he's such a good flyer. Didn't quite happen. Bummer.
Andrew's distance. 103 meters. 103 is 338 feet.
All right, our next skier on top from Norway, bib number 17, Bendik Jakobsen Hegeli.
Sprinter down. On the hill, here's our best jump before this round.
Really using that air to his advantage, doing as much as he can with it. I think it was not great, but at the same time, he did as much as he could.
Bendix distance, 123.5 meters, 123.5, 406 feet.
All right, Team Poland up next. Bib number 18, Timoteusz Arminikowicz.
Here it comes. Distance, 106.5 meters, 106.5 is 350 feet.
All right, on top. Continuing with Team Poland, bib number 19, Clemens Jodak.
Here it comes.
Oh, that's a good jump. Boy, the air must really be tough at the bottom.
Distance for Clemens, 114 meters, 114 is 374 feet.
So Bendik Jakobsen Hegeli on top for Norway, but waiting to challenge that up next. Bib number 20 from Slovenia, Ziga Jančar.
Ziga. Here come.
Watch Ziga. He's got a great flight. Just knows how to do it.
Oh, yeah. So, there's a long jump for the round. Distance for Ziga, 128 meters, 128, 420 feet.
All right, keep your eyes on the hill for this next one. Bib number 21 from Germany. Every jump gets better. Adrian Tidel.
Here it comes. Here we go.
That'll put him right in the mix of everything.
Distance for Adrian, 121.5 meters, 121.5 is 399 feet.
That puts Tidel into third place overall. Next, we're moving to pit number 22 from Slovenia, Maxim Bartosz.
Here come. And distance for Maxim, 150 meters, 115, 377 feet.
All right, continuing with our Slovenian theme here. Our next skier that's getting all ready to go, Keep an eye on this one. He's won on this hill before. Bib number 23, Siga Gillard.
Springer come, watch him, folks.
He's a great flyer. If he gets on one, he's no telling where he comes down. Oh, that was looking good. Real good.
Oh, yeah. Nicely done, Zia. Distance, 126 meters, 126, 413 feet.
All right, that puts him into second place. So it's Slovenia, and the next one a challenge on top, ready to go. Hit number 24 from Norway, Sindre Ulven Jorgensen.
Springer come.
So deceptive on that flight. It looks like he's going to go to the moon. This looks like such a good flyer in the middle of that hill.
Stingray's distance, 118.5 meters, 118.5 is 389 feet.
All right, our next skier has had some long jumps on this hill. Keep an eye. Going back to Team Slovenia, bib number 25, Rok Mazley.
Springer come.
He's an excellent flyer. Watch him at the bottom. He can just keep going.
Let's jump again. Rock's distance, 121.5 meters, 121.5 is 399 feet.
All right, we're going back to Poland. Bib number 26, Kasper Jerocek.
Polska. Springer come. Go. Yeah.
Let's hear it for Poland. Woo!
Distance. Jasper, 128 meters, 128, 420 feet.
Man, he's definitely been a standout here. Sitting in third place after his jump. Great jumping, Kasper Jerocek. All right, that'll move us to bib number 27 from Germany, Konstantin Schmidt.
Springer come.
Oh, good jump there. Pretty good.
Distance for Konstantin, 117 meters, 117, 384 feet.
Gotta love those Slovenian cheerleaders up there. Yeah, bring it down.
Having some fun.
All right, we got at the top at number 28 from Norway, Adrian Thon Gundersrud.
Springer come.
Oh, wow. That'll set him up nicely for the second round.
And Adrian's distance, 121.5 meters, 121.5, 399 feet. And it looks that like they're jumping down one gate to 14. The previous jumpers were at gate 15.
Well, I think they're moving this gate down for this one guy because he is skiing that well. Keep your eyes on the hill, folks. Bib number 29 from Germany, Markus Eisenbichler.
It'll be over 133 meters. Done it all week. Watch it, folks.
Here's the Iron Hammer. And he's doing it again. Oh!
This roll, shooting the pistols off. Distance, 135 meters.
Iron Hiller does it again.
443 feet.
More to come, folks. We got our next bid at the top, ready to go. Bid number 30, also from Germany, Luca.
Here come, watch Luca.
Oh, that's a good jump, too. That will put him in the mix for sure. Not quite at the top, but definitely going to put him in the second round.
Distance for Luca, 121 meters, 121, 397 feet.
So right now we have an American qualified for the second round, Decker Dean. We'll see if we can get a second one. All right, we have another long jumper up next. Bib number 31 from Austria, Niklas Backlinger.
Spinner come.
Oh, wow. You know, he was flat as he's going over the K point. He's going far. Nice jump.
Distance for Nicholas, 130 meters, 130, 426 feet.
That moves him into second place, right behind Isenbikla. All right, we're moving into our next skier, which is bib number 32 from Slovenia. Watch him, folks. Zach Mogel. Here he comes. Oh, that's a good one. He's going to lose a little bit on that landing, but I'll tell you, that was a darn nice looking jump.
Throwing darts. Distance for Zoc, 128.5 meters, 128.5, 422 feet. Fast and furious.
All right, we're moving to our next skier. Already has a green light from Germany, bib number 33. Felix Hochmann.
And Felix distance, 113.5 meters, 113.5, 373 feet.
Well, we're talking fast forward here. Let's keep things moving. That's what the jury says. So we're going to move on to our next skier, bib number 34 from Norway, Fredrik Willemstad.
Thank you, Heidi Coyle. Spear come. Oh, yeah! Little Slovenian fans, what do you think of that? Distance for Fredrik, 120.5 meters, 120.5, 396 feet.
Keep an eye on our next skier, everybody. He's had some long jumps. Down around 130, 135 meters. From Austria, bib number 35, Clemens Eigner.
Here comes Clemens. Springer come. Come on down that hill. Let's go. Clemens distance, 121 meters, 121, 397 feet.
Had some pretty good scores from the judges, so obviously they were thinking it was a good jump. So watch this next one. Each one gets better. He skied very well in the last competition. Bib number 36 from Poland, Messi Kut.
Let's bring him down, Polish fans. Springer come.
Kalta's had some very strong jumps, and this one is going to be no exception. Here we go. All right.
Put him make. on the top part of the leaderboard, I'm sure. Macy's distance, 128.5 meters. 128.5 is 422 feet.
Well, this will be a fun one, folks. Keep your eyes on the hill. Old dog on the hill. Bid number 37 from Norway, Robert Johansson.
And again, yesterday's champion is in the track. Sprinter.
This guy knows how to fly anywhere he goes. He is such a good skier. And he's going!
Oh! He's got to be thrilled with that ride. Distance for Robert, 133 meters, 133, 436 feet.
Boy, I see Dikla and Johansson back and forth and back and forth. Awesome tournament, guys. Great jump.
One and two.
Robert Johansson.
All day long, first and second place. It looks like we're coming down one gate, to gate 13, 1-3. These last jumpers are incredibly gifted, so the speed affects them as much as some of the other jumpers.
All right. Back where the gate's supposed to be at 13. Bid number 38 awaiting his opportunity from Austria, Jonas Schuster.
Sprinter. Smooth ride. Very smooth ride.
Hey, just a little flip over the knoll and just lost a little bit at the very end because of it, I think.
And Jonas's distance, 126.5 meters, 126.5, 415 feet.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for the current hill record holder at 140.5 meters. Bid number 39 from Austria, Manuel Fettner.
Sprinter.
He's got great conditions. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he is gone. He is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed amazing ski jumping.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a record that has been tied by Emmanuel Fettner himself, 140.5 meters, 140.5. He has the current world record, and it's the same distance, 140.5 as yesterday.
All right, at the top, awaiting his opportunity to see if he can do the same thing. Bid number.
Nicely done. I hope that's going to be enough.
That is not going to propel him into the lead, even though he is the gold bib holder for the Continental Cup Series. He has the most points overall. But, holy man.
Marcus's distance was 126 meters, 126, which puts him currently in 5th place. That is 413 feet.
So even though you saw Manuel Fettner go 140.5 meters, Marcus Ishendikla is actually on top right now with Fettner in second, Robert Johansson in third, Niklas Bucklinger in fourth, and Marcus Mueller in fifth. So we are talking about a very close top group here for a great second round. So what they're going to do is they're going to cut that field down to 30, and we're going to have a short break, and then we're going to be back to ski jumping.
And again, we have 50-50 people walking around, so make sure you get in the 50-50 raffle. It's going to be several thousands of dollars for the winners. So get involved, and hopefully it's you that wins.
All right, one other thing that happens here, we've been hearing a lot about sponsors, and that is one thing that we could not do without sponsors to have this tournament. So Here's a couple of words from them. Thank you very much, sponsors.
System control is actively seeking production power. Starting wages of $21.29 on E6, $21.49 on D6, and $21.69 on third. Control offers the flexibility along with the space with people just like control offers opportunities to get a full apply online.
Swedish organization focused on increasing girls to online-focused careers, where we will be hosting an inclusive girls only men day on April 10th, 2025. This event will be hosted at all four of our North American facilities and will be open to girls in District United. We will be nature and personalized experience of the day.
Lion, the local 1329, is a proud sponsor of this year's event. We represent over 800 hardworking construction workers across the Upper Peninsula and Northern Wisconsin. We fight for fair wages, great benefits, and skills that build our community. With healthcare pensions and top-notch training, our members earn while they learn, creating a future for all of us. I am the local 1329, building better careers, building better communities.
The local United States Army recruiting team is excited to be a sponsor of the 2025 FIS National Cup, which is 250 years of the Army and responsibilities and opportunities for service to our nation. With over 200 career choices for soldiers, the Army offers a crucial service and sponsor. Be sure to stop by our U.S. Army exhibit space at the event today and register to win an original Service Runner Pass. We want to welcome all of our visitors to Iron Mountain and wish all of the holidays a thoughtful blessing. Remember to be all you can be.
For everyday banking with today's latest technology and assisting with the many details of purchasing a home or starting a new business, First Bank is in your corner. Conveniently located in the corner of Stevenson and B Street in Iron Mountain, and on the corner of Carpenter and East Boulevard in Eastern. Their deposit and loan teams welcome the opportunity to be your service. First Bank, and an opportunity, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Russ Stafford, President and CEO of First National Financial Trust. As a gold sponsor of the 2025 Pine Mountain FIS Continental Trust, we're thrilled to welcome athletes, fans, and communities to this iconic event. Since 1887, we are proud to support our local traditions. From all of us at First National, enjoy winter's biggest tailgate party.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sometimes change is good. Hello, this is John Pryor, Regional President of First Bank. And if it's time for you to change where you bank, come and talk with us. Not only do we have the accounts that you want, we have the service you deserve. At First Bank, it's all about people. It's about our customers, our employees, and our community. Stop in, let's talk. Let us assist you.
functionality and customer value. Research with renewable and recyclable products made from fiber sourced from responsibly managed sources.
Hey, your kids on the bulldozer parking over on the hill, please get off the hill. We don't want anybody getting hurt. So slide down your last time and stay off the hill, please. All over. 50/50s are still available at the Long Riders Concert. Yeah. All over the parking lot. It's going to be a huge one today. Someone's going to walk out here with a lot of money. Thank you, kids, for getting off there. We appreciate it. We just don't want anybody to get hurt. Well, hey, Nick, hold on one second. What are your thoughts? What's going on here? I can't believe the number of people that are here. This is pretty awesome. What do you got to say about that? A couple of weeks ago in the papers and all the media, we said it's going to be one heck of a tournament. I guess you're finding out that we're pretty much on the right side of the whole thing. We get one more round in today. We're going to be 3 in. Two quarters really done just about, and hopefully tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, we'll start it all over again.
So right. And you know what? We're still having fun here. There's still a day and a half of having a good time here. Right?
That's Right on. I can tell you right now, I got a long neck in the pool up here that's going to be enjoying in about another hour or so.
And why do you have to wait for an hour?
Just for the calendar. Oh, I don't think.
Are you taking the jump up there? Is that what you're taking?
Oh, Birdie's going to be doing it. Got to behave myself.
Nick Lossick, a guy that makes sure that he takes care of everything here. What else you got to say, Nick?
Well, thank you for microphone.
Thanks so much, Nick. Appreciate it. Love being here and love getting to work with Scotty McGuire. Having some fun. But we will have, after this next round, we will have our award ceremony for both tournaments today. So once the ski jumping is done, we are not done. We still have awards, and I know they're not going to be kicking people out of here at right on the minute. So we've got a good day of tailgating and fun in front of us yet.
And I want to thank my friend Matt Coiler here for coming over from Lake Placido the last couple of weeks. We'll be announcing over there the World Cup. Good friend, fellow judge. It's a pleasure to be around here. Heidi and McKenna. They help the ski jumping community literally every day. So thank you, Matt.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here because without you guys doing wonderful things like this, they wouldn't be fun to come here. So it's a blast every time and just great people to work with and just love coming here.
One thing, being from here, if somebody comes like the first time they come here, there's like something, they'll be back the next year and the next year and the next year. That's why they have to close the parking lot down, because all of you great people coming out to support ski jumping.
What a great problem to have. Oh, sorry, we ran out of room. We got so much going on here, we ran out of room. Well, learn from that or get here earlier next year, or bust yourself in.
So we have the second round coming up shortly. Again, we're whittled down to 30 of the top jumpers for the second round, which is what happens in ski jumping.
So we've talked a lot about the jury and the decisions made moving the bars around, but the jury is made up of our race director, more formally the coordinator of the Continental Cup, which is Marty Schordler, and then the TD, their technical delegate, who is Sasha Kamovac. I totally didn't say that right. And then our technical delegate assistant from the Czech Republic, or Czechia, Yusuf Plava, and then our chief of competition, Eric Hyatt. So those are the four people that are making major decisions for the tournament to make sure things are being done safely and correctly. And then we have our judges, Jarrett Moe from the USA, Kelly Johansson from Canada, Geir Steinerlund from Norway, Jan Bayer from Czechia, and finally Reed Zolke from the US of A. So we appreciate all of our officials doing their job and doing it well here in Giant Pine Mountain.
Kudos to that crew. And just a reminder, we have at the Papa Palace over by the entrance, Pine Mountain Road, we have Kiwanis Club is selling swag and different momentum. So please stop by, pick something up. They greatly appreciate it. There's also food from the adaptive ski group that we talked about earlier. We have the U.S. ski jumping booth right across the street here from the Springer House. And the U.S. ski jumping team actually, you can follow them on Instagram. And if you do, you have a chance to win some team gear from the U.S. ski jumping squad here. And then if you donate $50 or more, you get a free USA ski jumping t-shirt. Our coach for both of the USA ski jumping merchandise tent, again, is across the street. And in the Papa Palace, we have the Kiwanis Ski Club and food, beverages, and swag. So please bring something home. It looks like we're going to start at gate 14 again. So. Okay. Getting ready for floor jumper. Final round on Saturday's competition, gigantic Pine Mountain in Iron Mountain, Michigan, Continental Cup.
Well, Scotty, I think it's almost about time to raise the roof and get this show going. We're going to have some floor jumpers here, and then we're going to get moving into our final round of competition. And we are going to get loud. So let's have some fun and get that crowd going. Come on, crowd, let's hear you.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it on your horn.
Can you imagine when you guys actually have something to cheer for?
Here's our floor jumper. We have a second floor runner going out to the bar. Here comes. Super. This is definitely a party in the USA now.
This is a part of the UP.
Hey,
Hey,
okay, we have our final floor runner on the bar. Springer come. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here starts the second round, Continental Cup. Ski jumping, Pine Mountain, Iron Mountain.
all right, we have, I believe, we have our first competitor for the second round ready to go. Sitting on top from the United States, Decker G.
Springer come.
That one's looking a little bit stronger for Decker, but not quite what he's looking. Little twist to the side, loses a lot of that air cushion underneath him.
Distance for Decker, 98 meters, 322 feet.
All right. The conditions have been so good. This is going to be fast and furious, everybody. We need you to pay attention. We're going to have some good jumps here. Sitting 29th after the first round from Poland. Bib number 19. Clemens Joniak.
Springer come. There we go. Excellent. Oh, Clemens Finish distance 109 meters, 109, 358 feet.
Not quite going as far as he did in the first round, but that's okay. Get another chance tomorrow. Next we have, sitting on the bar, bib number 22 from Slovenia, Maxim Bartosz.
Let's hear it, Slovenia. Springer come.
Maxim always to that left side of the hill. Seems to come off the takeoff a little bit one-legged, but that's okay.
Exit distance. One.
It looks like we had a little tumble or something happened down there. We did not have visibility of it.
He seems to be okay. He's walking with Bernie.
Let's hear it for Maxim Bartosz.
Back on the bar. Competition continues.
All right, we have our next here from Germany, bib number 27, Konstantin Schmidt.
Springer come. Nicely done. Constantine's distance.
I don't think he was digging that one.
105.5 meters, 105.5, 346 feet.
Yeah, you can see the visible frustration there. I know he's capable of much more, but he's got tomorrow too. All right, moving out onto the bar, get ready to go from Germany, bib number 33, Felix Hoffmann.
Springer come. Distance for Felix, 109 meters, 109, 358 feet.
Sliding to the bar, our next skier is bib number 14 from Switzerland, Sandro Hausberg. Sandro waiting for the flag from his coach.
Wind profile on the hill, so slight delay. Like they're pulling him off the bar. Again, they'll recycle the clock here.
Yeah, so what the jury's watching is they're watching the wind, but what we're seeing is the wind is blowing across the hill off the takeoff. And then as they get further and further down the hill, it starts turning up the hill. But it's starting to, they really don't want it blowing people across the hill. That's what we want to stay away from. So, McKenna Coiler, really appreciate you coming out to grand old Iron Mountain. What do you think of today's competition?
I think it's been an amazing competition. All the athletes here are amazing athletes overall, and I think there's going to be amazing competition tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
Words of wisdom right there. I don't know where she gets it from.
The guy next to me.
All right, we have Sandro Housegood back on top, ready to go. Hopefully you're going to get a green light shortly from the jury.
When you jump back, it's going to be very frustrating off the bar.
Well, I don't know if they move this one off the bar as much as they do now. You know, with the technology that they have in the sport, it's safer for the athletes. It gives a better competition. But, you know, regardless, when the wind is doing weird things and you have to only trust what the jury's allowing you to go and when they allow you to go, and then you have to totally trust your coach, it's a bit of a mind game up there. You know, this is a big hill. These guys are coming off a takeoff at 89 kilometers an hour, which is about 55 miles an hour. So one little twist the wrong way and it can be pretty catastrophic. But that's years and years of experience that these skiers have to be able to ensure that something doesn't happen.
Saw a little fall there. Fall. The ship is fun.
You know, it's funny. Everybody's like, "Oh, ski jumping, that's super dangerous." There's more injuries in alpine skiing and cross-country skiing than there actually is in ski jumping. So, being the fact that these guys are not turning and they're going straight down the hill, so when they fall, they just slide down usually, it's fairly safe. Safe is a relative term. All right, Houseworth, back of the bar, here we come. Wow! Handled it so well.
For the weight for him, man. That's fantastic. Distance for Sandro, 122.5 meters, 122.5, 402 feet.
No question, he's going to be at the top of the leaderboard. He is definitely going to be psyched with that result. A huge improvement from his first jump. Next, we're going to move to bib number 11 from Slovenia, Urban Simic. I love the mental fortitude and outfit. That was awesome. On the way. Springer Cup. Saved it.
Okay. Distance for Urban, 90.5 meters. 90.5 is 297 feet.
All right, sitting at the top while waiting his opportunity. Bib number 10. Let's hear you, Poland. Andres Stakara.
Spinnaker.
And very solid, beautiful telemark from Stakara.
Jasper's distance, 115.5 meters, 115.5, 379 feet.
All right, awaiting his opportunity, bib number 9 from Poland, Kasper Tomasiak.
Springer come. Jasper's distance, 103.5 meters, 103.5, 340 feet.
All right, attention to the hill, everybody. Next skier from Switzerland, bib number 13, had a great first competition today. Remo Imhoff.
Springer come. Right here. That's a great job. So Remo's distance 122.5 meters, 122.5. That is 402 feet.
All right, that is your top up to 30. We're down to the top 20 now, folks. Let's get a little bit crazy. Bib number 24 on top from Norway, on his way, Sindre Ove Jørgensen.
Today's distance 113 meters, 113, 371 feet.
That moves him into 4th with Remo Imhoff on top. Our next skier with a first round jump of 102, 16. On the way, Stefan Mbaka.
Watch him. Oh, yeah. Distance. Distance 120.5 meters, 20.5, 396 feet.
Mbaka into second place, right behind Imhoff. Our next skier, bib number 34 from Norway, Fredrik Willemstad.
Springer come.
Oh, that's a good jump. All right. Willemstad finally stretching one out. That's what he likes to do.
Fredrik's distance 125 meters, 125, 410 feet.
A much needed improvement there by Willemstad. All right, our next skier, fellow Norwegian on top, bib number 28, Adrian Thon Galdersrud.
Springer come.
And that is a really good jump. Getting him down the hill. They're going to get progressively longer, everybody.
Distance. Adrian, 122.5 meters, 122.5, 402 feet.
So Willemstad, Imhoff, and Galdersrud, your top 3. Next on top, ready to go, bib number 21 from Germany, Adrian Tidel.
Springer come.
Really high over the nose. Really high.
Down into the trapezoid. Adrian's distance 119 and a half meters, 119.5, 392 feet.
All right, our next skier with a first round jump of 121 meters. From Austria, bid number 35, Clemens Eigner.
Here comes Cameron. Sprinter come.
Oh, that's a good one.
Very nice.
He's going to be competitive with that.
Distance for Clemens, 120 meters, 120, 394 feet. Fast and furious.
Moves him into second. There we go. It's going to get toy like a tiger. All right, we got bid number 25 at the top, ready to go. From Slovenia, Rok Martel.
This is Slovenia. Springer come.
Ruxman's flying very well here. That's a good jump, too.
Nice. Back into the top. Throw it again for Rook. Rook's distance. 123 and a half meters. 123.5. 406 feet.
We are getting into the top 10 in 10th place after the first round. Your next skier on top, ready to go. Bid number 17 from Norway, Bendik Jakobsen Hegli.
Top 10 from the first round. Here we go, folks. Here come.
Oh, that's a good jump.
Distance for Bendik, 119 and a half meters, 119.5, 392 feet.
All right, your next skier had a first round jump of 123 and a half meters. 121 meters. From Germany, bid number 30, Luca Roth.
Springer come. Watch Luca.
Oh, that's a good flight. And a beautiful landing. Wow. Style dogger.
Luca's distance, 117 and a half meters, 117.5, 386 feet.
So right now at the top, Willemstad from Norway, Eigner from Austria, and third, Masle from Slovenia. All right, your next skier, keep an eye on this one. She had some great jumps. Bid number 26 from Poland, Kasper Jarczyk. Come on, Poland, let's hear you. Polish rush, Springer come. Oh, he is turning it on. I love it. Here we go.
Distance for Jasper, 122 and a half meters, 122.5, 402 feet. Fast and furious, gigantic Pine Mountain.
All right, our next skier, keep an eye on this one. He's won on this hill before. Bid number 23 from Slovenia, Siga Yenar.
Bring it down. Watch Cigar.
Such a good flyer. Love watching him ski.
Here we go,
Hopefully he gets one
here
here.
we go.
Yes! All right!
Long ride, long jump for the second round, I should say. Distance for Ziga, 128 and a half meters, 128.5, that's 422 feet.
This is going to get fun, Scotty.
Here we go.
Because here comes fellow Slovenian. Bid number 20, Siga Yantar. He had a first round jump of 128 meters. He can get down there, folks, but he's not going to do it if he can't hear you.
Bring it come. There you go. Go down there.
This must not have been enough cheering, guys. Come on. You want these guys to get down the hill? Let them hear you.
The guys, distance 114 meters, 114, 374 feet.
That slides Ziga Yantar into 7th place. Ziga Yalar still in first with the next challenger up top, ready to go from Poland, bib number 36, Meshi Cox.
Veteran World Cup skier.
And I know this guy loves to work on crowd noise. Let's go, crowd! Speak up! Here he is!
Yeah, fist pump in the air, fist pump in the air for amazing. It's distance, 130 and a half meters, 130.5, 428 feet.
That brings him to the top of the leaderboard. We are not quite to our top 5 yet, but we're getting close. I know now they're moving the gate, so what that's going to do, they're going to move the gate down 1. And what that's going to do, everybody that from here forward will get gate compensation points of 7 points. I'm sorry, that's about 4 points. About 7.2 points for entire meter. Each gate is about a half meter.
All good.
We still have a red light right now, but they started the count, and we are going to move along.
Gate 13. We'll probably finish the round on gate 13.
Meshikov on top right now, but our next skier from Slovenia, Zach Mogel. Zach has some very, very consistently long jumps. Keep it out of this right now.
Watch him. There we go. Bob likes it. He's on the K point of the hill. A little bit further than that. Next distance, 125 meters. 125, 410 feet.
All right, the next skier awaiting his opportunity from Austria, bib number 38, Jonas Schuster. First round jump of 126 and a half meters. He's got what it takes to take it way down the hill.
Come watch him.
He's got some height. The pitch is looking good. Yeah, all right.
Marcus Wheeler's distance. I'm sorry. Distance. 125 meters. 125. 410 feet.
Next skier up on top, ready to go. Bib number 40 from Austria, Marcus Mueller.
Springer come, watch Marcus.
126 meters first round. See what he can do now.
Is this enough? Is this enough? We'll have to see.
Oh, looks like he opened up the door on that one.
Distance for Marcus, 120 and a half meters, 120.5. That is 396 feet.
Okay. Mueller was the beginning of your top 5 after the first round. We got 4 skiers left. Let's bring down our next one with a first round jump of 130 meters from Austria. Bib number 31, Nicholas Bucklinger.
Let's hear it, Martin. Let's hear it.
Just a little bit of a wind hold here so the jury can make sure things are fair.
Springer come.
Here we go. Botlinger with them heights. But only getting to about that 120 meter mark. They are going to make this tight as can be.
Marcus Mueller's distance, 120.5 meters, 120.5, 396 feet. So what do we have here, Matt?
We have our top three. You ready for number 37 from Norway? First round jump of 133 meters. He's got it here. Bring it down, Robert Johansson.
Bring it on.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Such a great flyer at the bottom of the hill. Man, like just hovering really off the ground.
Distance for Roberts, 132.5 meters, 132.5.
That moves him to the top of the game.
35 feet.
All right, our top two to challenge Johansson. Bid number 39, the hill record holder, and tied it last round. Let's see what he could do. 140.5 meters from Austria. Manuel Fitness.
Here come Archer, folks. Watch it.
Oh my God, is he high again?
Yeah. And not quite as hard as his first round jump, but let's see what it is. Distance to Manuel Fettner, 125.5 meters, 125.5 is 412 feet.
And that'll put him, Robert Johansson, still on top. That puts Fettner into second place after his jump. Only one can top Johansson for the top spot. On the way, bring him down, 29, Easton Bickler.
Watch him. Here we go.
Oh,
For his
whoa.
standards, that was not his greatest effort. Distance. 118.5 meters, 118.5. That is 389 feet. Let's see how this thing shakes out.
And that ends up Easton Bickler into third place. So your second tournament champion, Robert Johansson. Let's hear it to Robert. All right. Holy wow, that's a great time today, guys, I tell you. That's what ski jumping's all about, you know. You go with the shanty, and you have yourself a holy wow. That's what today was. So congratulations to Robert Johansson, champion for the second day in a row. Second place, Manuel Fedner from Austria, and in third place, Marcus Bickler in from Germany, Meshikot from Poland in fourth. Fifth place, Jonas Schuster, Austria. Sixth, Sakmodo, Slovenia, and seventh place, Niklas Bachlinger, Austria.
So fans, ski jumping fans, please come to the end of the outrun. We have some celebration and some awards to be had. Gather around.
Whoopi's not having any fun.
He's super fantastic.
Woo!
I see all these people pouring off the hill because we know that they're all coming to the award ceremony because there might be, I didn't say free beer. I didn't say free beer. No, come on down. We'd love to have you come see our ski jumpers. Usually you can only see them with goggles and helmets and everything on. Get them on the podium. Take some pictures. Remember your day. I mean, it's really tough to see people what they look like at 55 miles an hour. You could try, but it's tough.
Grandpa Bush, this is a special message from your granddaughter, Jillian. I love you. Thanks for hosting and having me.
Grandpa Butch, why aren't you letting me be hosted at your house too? No, great family, great people around here. If it wasn't for all the connections and the people that were here, this wouldn't be such an awesome event. So appreciate everybody coming on out. We have award ceremony in just a bit here. As soon as we get organized, I know those skiers are about ready to go, but we'll get everything moving here. Of course, one thing that we have to keep in mind that when we do this is we see the jump and what they do on the jump, but then they have to come into equipment control and make sure that their equipment pass specs too. So there is the possibility that somebody who did jump the longest of the day or one of the best top skiers could be disqualified for their equipment. But we're assuming that that's probably not going to happen. So again, we are looking at our winner for this last tournament from Norway, Robert Johansson. In second place, Manuel Fettner from Austria, and Marcus Isenbichler from Germany in third. So great skiing. And you may recognize some of those names because they've been here before and they've also skied a ton on the World Cup. So they are some of the best skiers in the world.
I believe, Matt, that all three are winners here. Doesn't surprise us.